Hey everybody, how's it going? So I just figured I'd make a video on like what this channel is and why I moved to Latin America and just I don't know, tell a little bit about my life, I guess. So yeah, I've been in Latin America for about 6 months. Actually, let's start with the channel itself. So yeah, I mean, I say it's this channel's gonna be like lightly inspired by DVDR. I'm definitely not like in the same situation as he is. Um, I don't have it as bad as him, I don't think, at all. But I don't know, I just like his channel. Just thought it was cool, a cool concept, and figured I'd make my own little version of that. And as you can hear, it's raining out. It's been raining like all day, and there's like water coming down from the roof. What that is. Also a cat. I don't know if you can hear that. This little kitten that has been coming around, the neighbor's cat. I might hear him and put it in there for you. Hello. Um, so yeah, just gonna like talk about, you know, my life pretty much, and it's basically gonna be like a personal channel, but also I guess I'll talk on other like subjects sometimes, my opinion on stuff, my videos. Um, I got like really into YouTube around like 2017-ish, 2018 is when I started watching YouTube more, and the manosphere space was taking off more kind of like 2019-ish, 2020. So, I had found it before that. With the red pill, I found this subreddit, I think, like way back in, I don't know, what year, like 2015, 2016, and I read some stuff on there. They had some decent stuff, but I didn't really like take it to heart or like, and I kind of read it, got, oh, that's interesting. But I don't know, when I saw the videos and stuff on YouTube, and that's when I kind of really started actually changing with my mindset, I guess. And then, hello, hello. Yeah, like recently, I'd say in like in the last year or so, less than a year, I found like some Blackpool channels, and I think they have a lot of good stuff to say. Really, they like to talk about the parts of life that people choose to ignore and focus on other things. But the Black Girl like will talk about the subjects openly. I think that's good. And obviously, you've got like a wide range of people. Black Girl like from incels on the extreme end, I guess. And then there's just, I don't know, I guess people like me who just think, yeah, they make a lot of good points, and like that is reality. And yeah. And then I'll just give a little bit of background about myself then, I guess. So, why did I move down to Latin America? So basically, I was, in my late 20s, and I went to college a bunch of times. I've been to like, well, if you count community colleges, I've been to like over 5 different colleges. Um, my last one, I spent like 3.5 years pretty much there, and I changed my major a bunch of times, and I never graduated because I'll make a whole video on college and like choosing your major and all that. But like with my parents were really pushing me to go to college and get a degree, and like I do what I wanted to study, but there wasn't a degree. Like they don't offer really bachelor's degrees for what I want to study. But anyway, so I kept on like trying to choose the closest thing to what I wanted, but like I didn't really like all my classes. And anyway, so yeah, I was just living with my parents, and because I dropped out of school, and I'm back to live with my parents, not making any money, obviously. So I was just like working a dead end job, and I know I have to. Yeah, something big for me is getting ahead professionally, because I just really need to do it and get somewhere in life, like make some money and be able to like have a future, right? Obviously. So, um, yeah, it's just working my game job and just maintaining and putting like all my energy and time into just like, maintaining basically at home. Um, and I wasn't paying rent or anything, but really what I was doing with all my paychecks is I was just like, I would get paid and I'd spend like, 70% of my paycheck on just paying off debt. So I paid off all my debt, and yeah, then I was debt free, and I was still just working this job. And I've been talking to this girl from Latin America since like 2021. We like texted all the time, and I liked her, and we met up for the first time in 2022. I like took a trip, like always wanted to go down there. So like I took it wasn't my first trip in Latin America, it's my second trip in Latin America ever. I went and flew down there and met her, and we spent like 2 weeks together just traveling all over the place, staying in Airbnbs and stuff, and it was fun. It was awesome. But of course, at the end I had to go fly back to the US, and like a year later down the road, I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm debt free now. Like, what am I going to do, right? Like, I'm going to continue just living at my parents and working and saving money, which I've like been doing for over a year. Or I could go back to college, which would entail like moving to like either staying in my home city and going to school there again, which I didn't want to do, and just living at home. That's just like, 4 years of that. No thanks. Or I could like move somewhere to, a new city, new state, which I've done previously a couple times, and that's expensive. I don't make like any real money, so I'm gonna have to be working like a lot to even support myself to like live anywhere. So I didn't want to do that. So what I decided is just like, this girl, I'm talking to this girl all the time, and she's like, yeah, like, yeah, I miss you. I want to hang out again. Like, when can you come visit? I just decided like, dude, fuck it. I'm just gonna go move to Latin America. Go date this girl who I like, who's like got everything I'm looking for. Um, get better at Spanish, and just go like have an adventure and live for like nothing and travel around. And yeah, that's what we did. We met up, and we lived at Airbnbs for what, like 3 months or something, and a little over 3 months. And that was just like a little bit more expensive, than I thought it would be, but still not even close to how expensive everything is in the States. And anyway, now we're like settled down, we're like in a long-term rental, and last month, like everything, like rent, all the utilities, internet, everything was $375, pretty much exactly. So, those are my living expenses now. I made another video where I was talking about, I think my last video, I was talking about how they don't have to work as much now. And with all that extra time, I can like actually, have the energy to like do other things. So yeah, I've been like studying, and basically I'm just going to finish my degree online. I finally found one. Like I found a degree that's not going to take me 4 years. I can transfer in credits and, get it done. So I've been doing that, and slowly but surely that'll be done like a lot faster than I thought it ever would. So that's cool. And yeah, I got a remote job, and but down here, and that's pretty much my like life situation right now. I'm just living in Latin America with my girlfriend, who's awesome. And yeah, I'm just living on like no money. I'm like not bringing in like any money either, but I don't like need to be bringing in any money, but at least I'm not going into debt. And I have like a bunch of time to like pursue, my professional goals and just have recreation time and shit. So that's pretty cool. It's not perfect though. Like my Spanish isn't that good, so I'm kind of reliant on her for a lot of things. So that's kind of like not the best sometimes. And it's just me and her like 24/7 in our place. But what else can I say? Um Overall it's pretty good though. So I'm hoping in like less than a year, year-ish, hopefully I'll be able to get like a legit online job and make some real money, because right now I got this job. It's like an independent contractor online kind of like bullshit, job, um, contract work sort of thing. Very unskilled, but I can make 20 bucks an hour doing that. It's really boring, but I do it for a couple hours a day, and that's enough to like pay all my living expenses. So, I'm not trying to like get ahead by, I don't know, the best of my current goal. My current goal isn't to just get ahead so much by grinding out hours on my shitty, like dead end $20 an hour job. Um, what else? But yeah, man, I don't know. I see some of these comments and stuff online, and I think this is a pretty good option for people who like, I don't know. I've seen before, it's like, oh, you're taking such a risk with leaving your job, you're leaving, your source of income, you're leaving like your family and friends all behind, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna leave your family behind. Obviously, anybody's gonna have that, but like, I didn't have a huge social circle. I was like, back in my hometown by myself, living at my parents' house. I didn't really have that many connections that were like still in town from my hometown. Everybody's like off doing their own thing in different cities, different states, whatever. So that wasn't really a factor for me. And this has been something, traveling in Latin America has been something I've always wanted to do since pretty much since I was, I don't know, 19 years old. I've wanted to do it. I took my first trip to Mexico right before I went to my last college. So I went to Mexico for a month by myself, and that was like my first, experience down in Latin America. And I can make a whole video on that trip that I did. Maybe I'll do that in a future video. But it was fun. And yeah, I've always wanted to like just, ever since then, even before then, I've been wanting to go then, like before that, I've been wanting to go for like 3-4 years. So, yeah, pretty much ever since I was 20, I've wanted to come down to Latin America. And yeah, after that Mexico trip, I just wanted to come back. It was always my goal to like graduate, get a remote job, and come down here as soon as possible and just, live like a king for a quarter of the price that everything costs in the US. But mostly I think this channel is just going to be me telling my personal stories from my past. Just, funny stories, brutal stories, just like talking about my life pretty much. So yeah, that's the channel, and thanks for watching or listening. Give the video a like if you like it, and if you subscribe, that'd be really cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.